Yes, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up this week, Barbados champion trainer Robert Peirce's 5-year-old mare too hot for the crop over field at the Garrison Savannah. Barbadians in the spotlight in North America this past weekend with stakes wins for Patrick Husbands at Woodbine in Toronto and Renaldo Cumberbatch at Winnipeg's Assiniboia Downs, where TNT's Stanley Chadee also grabbed an added money win. Plus, Saffie Joseph Jr., leading trainer at Florida's Gulfstream Park with a 6th stakes win this year. And exciting action from the July Festival in the UK, kicking things off from the Garrison Savannah in Barbados.
Where the Crop Over Festival Sprint was the main event, the 4-horse Last One I Promise scratched, so only 5 starters, even so tight betting. Number 1, Marengo, the 2-1 second favourite. 2 Red Heat is at 3-1. 6-5 for the favourite Jericho, whose trainer Kenny John is eyeing back-to-back wins in this event. And 5 Lightning Lewis is at 3-1 in the combox. Neil Gill watches them head to the final turn.
They've done the opening quarter in 24-4. And out front, it is still Jericho. Ray Williams is standing very tall in the starters. They pass the mile marker. On the outside is Lightning Lewis as they come with just about a furlong and a half to go. And it is Jericho, it's in front. Here they come spinning out of the turn. And it is Jericho in front. On the outside is Lightning Lewis. And down the stretch they come. And it is Jericho in front. Here comes Red Heat throwing down a challenge, but it will be too late. Whoa! At the wire, too close to call.
What a finish. Rashad Knight's on the outside aboard Red Heat with an unstoppable late race burst to snatch the narrow victory. From last to first, Knight's pilots Red Heat to her 2nd win this year for owner Harriet Brathwaite and champion trainer Robert Peirce. At 3-1 odds, Red Heat snatches victory, clocking 1 minute 5.80 seconds, edging the favourite by a head. Kenny John, Jericho's trainer, narrowly denied back-to-back wins in the Crop Over Festival feature after his win last year with Inspired Adventure. Jericho's rider Ray Williams missing out on 4 consecutive wins on the card.
To Canada now, where veteran Barbadian jockeys Patrick Husbands and Renaldo Cumberbatch and TNT's Stanley Chadee Jr. had added money wins.
The 50-year-old Husbands has more stakes wins this Woodbine season than any other rider, and his latest in Sunday's Victoria Stakes was pretty easy, coming from the back of the field here aboard the Philip Pippet, taking on the Coles.
It's on the inside, Mattingly and Neck in front. On the outer, Yacht Boy, 4 lengths away, going up on the inside of Pippet as they start to gain on the pair up front. Mattingly inside the 3/8, still a slender lead. Yacht Boy ahead away in second. Only a length and a half away third. Pippet coming home very nicely for Patrick Husbands. On the inside is going up as they come to the quarter. Mattingly, Yacht Boy and Pippet coming 3 wide as they fan for home in the Victoria Stakes. Going up on the inside, making ground. Mattingly still in front, joined by Pippet. Up the inside, going up. Yacht Boy's weakened, but Pippet has run past Mattingly. And on the outside, Pippet and Patrick Husbands getting a length to Mattingly and going up. And Pippet is scorching away and has the Victoria Stakes in hand. And a big winner, Pippet. Pippet draws off with lots left, wins by 3.5 lengths.
7 stakes wins so far this year for Husbands and a whopping 356 career stakes triumphs in North America. Pippet by 4 lengths in the $125,000 Victoria for 2-year-olds at 9-5 odds for winning trainer Kevin Attard, easily topping the 4-5 favourite Mattingly by 4 lengths, 103.60 the winning time for 5.5 furlongs. Riding west Monday to Winnipeg's Assiniboia Downs, where Cumberbatch was just as composed as Husbands was in his Victoria Stakes win. Cumberbatch aboard the 5-horse and 5-2 bet Saxon Saga here on the inside and travelling best of all coming off the final bend.
3 quarters, 1-12-4. They hit the head of the lane. Saxon Saga now takes over the lead by 2. On the inside, Green Amazon, Rough Customer, Chicago's Gray is done for the day. Saxon Saga is gonna take the 29th running of the Derby trial.
First added money win this year for the 44-year-old Cumberbatch. This 3-year-old gelding with 4 wins in 8 starts now. Saxon Saga wins the $50,000 Derby trial by 2 lengths at 5-2 odds for trainer Wendy Anderson. And here's Stanley Chadee with his win Tuesday night in the $50,000 Canada Stakes aboard the favourite Burrow Down, taking control, coming off the final bend and staying strong to the finish.
They hit the head of the lane. Burrow down with the lead. Big stretch with big legs on the outside, eating up ground. It's these two. Burrow down and big stretch, but Burrow down is gonna dig in, and Burrow down takes the Canada Stakes.
Following up on last month's Lover Andre Stakes win, Chadee and Barbadians link up again for another added money success. As a 6-5 favourite, Barbadians lands the Canada Stakes by a length and a quarter, clocking 132.93 for 7.5 furlongs, easily fending off the late race challenge of the 6-1 shot. Big stretch with Jamaican jockey Chavy and Chow. Like in the Derby trial, Caribbean jock sweeping the top 3 spots.
Yes, another dominant week for Caribbean riders at Assiniboia Downs. The Barbadian Demario Bino winning Wednesday night's RJ Spear Stakes, closing off a 4-win week for the 33-year-old nephew of Patrick Husbands. Let's head to Florida's Gulfstream Park now. Barbadian Saffie Joseph Jr. is champion and leading trainer there.
And he had the talented entry in Saturday's Powder Break Stakes, the 6-5 favourite Transient under jockey Tyler Connor in the white cap, bursting through the middle here after racing toward the back of the field for most of the trip.
Into the clear comes Transient. She got room when she needed it, and she's front and center now. Transient charging to challenge Chick Shadow on the outside. To Thyself Be True next. Final 16th of a mile, and it's Transient who has the lead. Chick Shadow can't reach her. Transient, the classy daughter of See the Stars, to win the Powder Break by 2.5.
Great Britain-bred Transient, solid in victory here for champion trainer Saffie Joseph's 6th stakes win so far this year. The Barbadian had 2 wins on the card and remains the leading trainer this current season. 141.40 Transient's winning time for the $75,000 mile and 70-yard Powder Break Stakes under jockey Tyler Connor. The 25-1 bet Chick Shadow second.
Finally now to Newmarket in England, when the July Festival closing day Saturday featured the July Cup as the main event.
The brilliant Shaquille was the heavy favourite slowly out of the starting gates, but when he got going, he was already in front mid-race, and they could not live with him.
Shaquille trying to hang tough down the outside. Kinross, then Our Power, Run to Freedom at a big price. Carlin trying to join in, edging over to the far side. Did Shaquille Run to Freedom? He's closing on the run to the line. Shaquille, however, he can do it any way you like, and wins the Protects Network July Cup. Shaquille, raw talent.
Jockey Rosser ran, claiming his first Group 1 win as Shaquille makes it 6 victories in a row. The Commonwealth Cup winner at Ascot last month wins at 5-2 odds, clocking 111.68 for the 6 furlong July Cup, scoring by a length and a half for trainer Julie Camacho.
Our statistical update before we go. Since our last show in the past week, 60 wins for Caribbean racing men in the USA and Canada. Among them, the Jamaican trainer Ray Handel and the Guyanese trainer Randy Prasad at the big Saratoga meet. Wins at Mountaineer Park in West Virginia for the Jamaican jockeys Robert Halladine and Andrew Ramjeet, and the Barbadian Rocco Bowen. And 3 wins this week for Chris Chin's Husbands at Fort Erie, where the Barbadian is currently the leading rider. I can tell you that there's still rancor in the Jamaican racing industry over the size of the purse increase, but racing resumes this Saturday with an undersized 6-race card. We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.